Hey y'all, it's me, Miss B. Today we're going to write equations of lines in point slope form, but we're also going to graph them and find parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, just a reminder, the equation of a line in point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Go ahead and answer. M is the what and x1, y1 is the what? M is the slope and x1, y1 is the point. All right, so we're going to graph these following lines. So if you want to, just an idea, go ahead and write out what m, x1, and y1 are, because then we can say what x1, y1 is as our point. So I'm going to run through. M is equal to 2. x1 is equal to negative 1, because we can write this as x minus negative 1. y1 is equal to 3. So then x1, y1 is equal to negative 1, 3. So what we do is we plot the point negative 1, 3, and then we do our slope of 2. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and then I'm going to graph my line. Remember to put arrows at the ends because it goes on forever. Go ahead and try this next one on your own. So I'm going to rewrite this as y minus negative 1 equals 5 times x minus negative 2. So m is equal to 5, x1 is equal to negative 2, and y1 is equal to negative 1. So the point x1, y1 is equal to 2, negative 1. You would plot that point to negative 1, and then you'd graph the slope of 5. So up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 1, and draw that line. It's not the prettiest line, but it works. If it doesn't touch, just make your circle bigger. All right. Okay, so this should be a little bit of a review. We're writing an equation of a line in slope-intercept form, but we have to write it in point-slope form first. So we're going to write the equation in this form first. So I have y minus 1 equals m times x minus 3. And I need to get this into slope-intercept form. What is slope-intercept form? Should have said y equals mx plus b. So we're trying to get y by itself. So to do that, I'm actually going to distribute first. So distribute that 3 through. So I get y minus 1 equals 3x minus 9. Then add 1 to both sides. So we get y equals 3x minus 8. So that right there is our final answer. Go ahead and try that next one on your own. Okay, so you should have wrote our equation as y minus 5 equals 2 times x plus 1. Then distributed that 2 through, so we get y minus 5 equals 2x plus 2. Add 5 to both sides, and we get y equals 2x plus 7. Okay, so it's literally just writing it in point slope form. And then rearranging to y equals mx plus b. Okay, so now we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what these blanks are. We've got the Oh, okay, here we go. The slope of parallel lines, I just couldn't remember what came first, but I just read below. Slope of parallel lines are the same. So the slope of a parallel line, the slope of a line parallel to a line of a slope with 7 is 7. The slope of a perpendicular line are opposite reciprocals. That's an S, sorry. Okay, so if I have a slope of 6, an opposite reciprocal would be opposite and a flipped fraction. So opposite means negative, and reciprocal means flipped the fraction. Okay, so let's jump into some examples. So it says, what is the equation of a line in slope-intercept form? So we want a line that's parallel to this. So if it's parallel, is it going to have the same slope or opposite slope? It's going to have the same slope. So my M is equal to 6, and my point, x1, y1, is the through point of 1, -3. It's asking for slope-intercept form, so I need to write it in y equals mx plus b. I'm going to write it as y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 first. So I have y plus 3 equals 6 times x minus 1. And then I'm going to rearrange it. So I have 6 times x minus 1. So I have y plus 3 equals 6x minus 6. Subtract 3. And now we have y equals 6x minus 9. So that right there, y equals 6x minus 9, is parallel to y equals 6x minus 2. Okay, for this next one here, the line perpendicular to the y equals -4x plus 2/3 through 8/5. Perpendicular lines have what kind of slope? They should have opposite reciprocal slopes. So -4 was our slope. So if I put that over 1, -4 would become a positive 1/4 for my new slope. And then x1, y1 is the 0.85. So I'm going to write this as y minus y1 equals x times x minus x1. And solve. So I'm going to multiply this through. So I have y minus 5 equals 1/4 x minus 2. 1/4 times 8 is 1/4 of 8, which is 2. Add 5 to both sides, and I get y equals 1/4 x plus 3. Okay, so I think that's all for today. We're going to do many more examples together.